The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay. So I think what we'll do this time...
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Do we want to slay her, though? I don't know if we want to. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution!
That's the spirit.
Yeah! S-P-I-R-I-T, spirit. Let's hear it. I'm undecided what I want to do. Apparently for this particular ending path, which I don't know all the details of, the chapter 1 doesn't really matter what we do.
Before you go any further.
So we can just kind of do whatever we really feel like.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
I haven't made up my mind yet. Well, I'm just playing it by ear. Let's be real. I mean, what else is new? All day, every day on the stream, no matter what game I'm playing. But,
ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
What do you have there? A knife! No! I think no. We go into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Yes, it's a mercy killing for certain.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Oh, is she all timid now?
Hello? Is someone there?
Hello?
It's hypnotizing.
Hello?
It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Oh my god. Hero, my dude, you're not smitten.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
You're not my supervisor. I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Yeah.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
Nah, I got you, babe.
I want to see the face of my rescuer.
I got you, baby. Oh my god.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Did
There's
I
a
really?
heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
In this game, with all the timey-wimey time loop shenanigans, did I really just start singing the fucking song that Bill Murray wakes up to every morning in Groundhog Day? I swear, I didn't mean to. It was an accident. We don't need to talk about it. It's fine.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I don't believe she is.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Stay focused? Ha! My ADHD laughs at you.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
Don't worry, bestie. I got you.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Oh.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Oh, we're going to get an end, all right. Hopefully. I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
You shh.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, I don't think we've ever done the whole straight up like, yeah, I'm here to save you. Like, immediately. Like, even our first playthrough, we kind of wanted to save her, but we were still a little skeptical starting out.
You're making a huge mistake.
I'm a mistake. It's just part of my nature.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Okay.
They're large and heavy.
Is she
too solid
gonna
for you to even imagine trying to break
do
them
the
apart.
thing?
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Well, I'll go see if I can find the key.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
She's so sweet.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Gasp! What a completely unexpected turn of events. Oh no.
Someone else here?
Oh. Narrator's doing some bullshittery.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Uh-huh.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Darn. What a shame.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken
This
the
would have been
blade
so much easier if you would
were
just
supposed
Eat my
to.
ass and get all the way off my back!
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're
I'm
in.
fine. I'm okay.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
It's okay, baby. We'll be here together forever, just you and me. Us against the world in this basement.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Uh-huh. Oh, shit.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
I never get used to that!
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you.
Ooh.
The clang.
I mean, she
of
gotta have
glass
some
and
sharp teeth, but like, dang.
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
But I don't want to.
Or we could use it to free her.
Yeah, I like that one.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I don't like you. Save the princess.
Fine.
Yeah.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain.
She got them
binding
big
her to
doe
this
eyes.
place.
Right after taking a nice chomp out of her arm.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
Everything is fine and swell and fine.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
I'm a touch bothered, though, I'm not gonna lie. That still gets me every time.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Blah, blah. Okay,
No,
go.
we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Bro, you're a narrator. Quit backseating.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No!
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
No! Princess!
What are you doing?
Warn her!
Stop that.
I will not!
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
I'm trying!
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it! Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
I don't want to be alive if I can't have my beloved. Oh, resist!
The blade. Move the blade.
No!
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She knows me so well. In the whole 3 minutes that we've known each other.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm
Oh, dear.
sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Eh.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
At least she's apologizing. I'll totally make up for stabbing me.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
Ay.
For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Humanity was kind of going downhill anyway. Just scrap the whole thing and start over.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's better.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
Apology accepted.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
Well,
Everything goes dark,
oh darn.
and you die.
What a shame. Alright.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And
So
in the
now we're in
basement of that
chapter
cabin
2.
Is a princess.
I don't believe whatever choice we made in chapter 1 ultimately matters from what I read. So we're gonna go ahead and skip. And we are just gonna turn around and get the fuck out. I ain't looking to get stabbed again. Oh, no. I will pass on this one. To hell with humanity. Who needs them?
Are we running away? What are you doing? We have to save her.
No, we don't.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
No.
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Cool.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
What a
Convenient.
coinky dink.
Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Ugh. No thank you.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Sounds cool. Can't wait.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Yeah.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
Oh. Oh. Did we just speed run to the long quiet?
What's going on? Where are we?
Oh.
Oh, I don't like this one bit. There's not a single damsel in sight. Hold up.
Gaston ass motherfucker. Ooh. The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by a textured nothingness. It is quiet. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Oh, the hands! Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. Oh, so it took us instead of the princess, like it did in our first playthrough. Every time we killed her, she killed us, or whatever. But we never got to the cabin. This is a nightmare. Wake up. It's not. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So I'm almost positive we just keep going through. We can do any chapter 1 we want, but then by chapter 2, we just have to, just toddler tantrum, refuse to go to the cabin. We'll take the blade.
You take the blade
We
from
didn't
the
take the
table.
blade last time.
It'd
We'll take
be
the
rather
blade this
difficult
time.
to slay the princess and save the world without it.
You sure. Enter the basement. I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You
Show
gave away the element of
yourself.
surprise.
I'm
Good luck,
dying
hero.
to meet you. Show yourself.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
It's your
There's a heavy
turn
chain around her wrist,
now.
binding her to the far wall of the basement.
I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop
Very,
the blade and
very
talk things
reasonable.
out.
Yeah.
Don't you dare.
Oh, I dare.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her.
Let's go ahead and drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Dope.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Actually, I changed my mind.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Oh boy. Oh, she prepared.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Oh shit.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel
What did
bone
she hit me
grinding on
with? Her
bone where your
fist?
jaw has been fractured.
Ew.
Holy shit, that hurts!
Oy.
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
Oy.
We can still turn this around.
I don't know about that. Finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
Okay.
Excuse me?
Huh?
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right
State the facts. Meanwhile, you're a lying little sack of shit.
now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
Ew.
The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oof.
Oh.
Still the O.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
Fun?
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
It's never the end.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Cool. The adversary? We ain't ever seen that before.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
So we are on chapter 2, The Adversary. Which we haven't seen yet. And unfortunately, we won't.
We can't just leave. We're supposed to fight her. Where are you going?
Nah, I don't feel like it.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Yeah.
Do you even know where you're going?
Nope.
Fine. I suppose you
Bye.
just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Hell yeah. Told you we shouldn't have come here, I told you, but did you listen? No. We're heading into the long quiet again. The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by a textured nothing. It is quiet. You have been here before. Memory returns. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Hands. Don't touch me, I'm gay. Half gay. That which dwells in the empty spaces contracts across the edges of your mind again. She is furious. Betrayal. Every door you close on me is a door you close on yourself. Do you want to linger here, entwined with a creature you taught to hate you forever? Eternity never ends. Cold spite. Our infinities shrink into something less. I hate you, 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 I hate you. Oh, okay.
You're on
Point
a
made.
path.
Do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
I didn't bring the knife.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
Ha! Slay the princess!
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. The wound drives her to the ground. Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
Okay, well...
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
I mean, did you not notice the blade just flying through the window? This clearly wasn't part of my plan. I'm just saying.
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
Oh, shit, she angry.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you.
Are you sure about that?
I'm not so sure.
She literally beat us to death with her bare hands before.
Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body
Just
racked
those
with
looks
pain as she
are-
rips into you with tooth and claw.
Hey.
Forget about trying to rescue
It's
her.
a little
This
scary,
is
I'm
about
not gonna
survival
lie.
now. Give her everything you've got.
Oh boy, slay the
Though your
princess.
nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Run for the stairs and lock her in the
The
basement?
princess is still chained to the wall. There's nothing she can do to stop you from getting out of here. What if she doesn't succumb to her wounds? Whatever she is so much more dangerous than I thought she'd be. You rush up the stairs and dive past the threshold. You're safe.
We haven't done this before.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
Ooh. I'm pretty sure last time we left her in the basement, we didn't attack her first, but in our first playthrough, we did leave her in the basement before and she turned, I think, into the nightmare.
Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Uh-oh! Yeah, it sounds like she's gonna turn into the nightmare again.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. But it's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
It's not even possible now. I mean, we kind of stabbed you a bit and then left you there to die.
Sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
I see nothing.
When I get
I
out of
hear
here,
nothing.
I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
Bet.
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
Oh no!
No, it doesn't.
Darn. Well, Mommy's mad. Whatever you are, you're not a princess. Go ahead and waste your energy. I'll be waiting for you. Bang on the door all you want. It'll only make you bleed out faster. I kind of like this one.
I wouldn't be so sure about outlasting me. You're so brittle. So go ahead, rest. Do whatever you think will help you be prepared. But know that I'm coming for you, and that when I find you, I will make you hurt.
Is that a threat or a promise?
Nope. Stop talking, go to jail.
Focus! Focus!
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin.
Ah,
The
shit.
ruckus has stopped, and the door to
Yeah,
the
this
basement
seems like it's
is
the
ajar,
nightmare path.
Its lock broken. and
I was
the
kind of
table
hoping something would
shoved
be a
out
little
from under.
different if we attack her first, but it's aight.
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of
Oh,
that
hey, there she
awful
is.
basement.
Yeah.
You try
Oh, hey.
and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
Ooh.
It isn't all at once. The paralysis
Ugh.
comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
This is fine. I'm sure we can turn this around.
Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth.
We can still
Lying
win.
about the facts of the situation
maybe.
doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent
Uh.
footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Well, that's not what you want.
Or maybe
Oh.
I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Drats,
Your
opportunity
lungs
missed.
stop drawing in breath,
Darn.
and your heart freezes in your chest.
Ooh.
You have seconds left.
Just maybe get out of my face, please.
I'd say
A
better
little too
luck
close.
next time. But we both know this is the
I mean,
end.
we just met.
Don't we?
Maybe let's get to know each other a little bit better before you get this close to my face. she's still a little cute, but I'm not gonna lie. The whole like shadowy, like real big bug eye look. Also like the floating, the ghostly apparition. Like it's not for me.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is.
Ah, shucks.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Dang. I'm into the floating. Oh, we're at the nightmare. Yeah,
You're
yeah.
on a path.
And we turn around and fucking leave!
Good. I was worried you might fall for his shit again, but this is good.
Ooh.
Whatever answers there are to be found, they aren't here, and they definitely aren't there.
Paranoid wants me to really get the fuck out.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
No.
Fine.
That's
I
okay.
suppose you just quietly
I never
continue
do.
down the path away from the cabin.
Okay.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
Oh, who'd have thunk? Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Yep.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask, but fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
You're not my fucking supervisor.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again.
Uh-oh.
Everything is getting...
What's Paranoid
Wha-
got to say?
What's going on? Where are we? It's finally happened, hasn't it? We finally cracked.
Oh. Oh dear. The world around you is unwound, as physical matter replaced by a textured nothing. Is quiet. You have been here before. Memory returns. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder. Yeah. Desperate please, I do not hate you. I am sorry I said I hate you. I do not have to hate you. We can still leave this place together. An offering. We can be friends. Ecstasy. You are elated. You have never felt more elated than you feel now. Everything is good. You cannot remember what it is like to feel anything other than euphoric joy. A reminder. We can be worse than enemies. Okay. Agony. You're torn into a million pieces. You feel pain in each of them. You've never felt more miserable than you feel now. You cannot remember what it is like to feel anything other than anguish. Mercy. You are elated again. You never felt more elated than you feel now. In contrast to the agony you suffer, this elation is better than all of the other elation you have experienced. Round eyes looking up at you. I need vessels so that I can be finished. I cannot find them on my own, for they are me. You're the only one who can do this. You are our only salvation. Oh, bestie, we're fucking doomed. Bargaining? Are we going through the 5 stages of grief?
In the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin.
I think the first one was denial.
Is a princess.
Hold. Yeah, the first one was denial, then anger, and the one we just did was bargaining. We did not take the blade last time, so we'll take the blade this time.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Not with that attitude.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
What a simp!
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Hell nah. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Oh.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things
She's
out.
so reasonable.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
That's true. It's not very polite. We're like a dog. She's telling us to drop it. Drop it. Drop it. That's a good boy. That's a good boy.
Hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
You're so welcome, bestie.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine.
Will we, though?
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Relationship? Well, I mean, I know we just met, but I mean, I'm not totally against the concept of love at first sight. I mean, she do be pretty cute. Anyway.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
I never get used to this.
She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Oh, I'm sure it's fine. 'Tis but a flesh wound.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you.
It's okay, she's only
Fierce
down a
gaze
hand.
meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Like I said, it's just a flesh wound. It's only a scratch.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Hell yeah.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Oh no!
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
That one.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
No! I will not! Resist!
The blade. Move the blade.
Get this narrator out of my head.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
See, the fun part about this is that when we first come down the stairs in chapter 1, she has 2 personalities that she can have, really. She can have this one, which is more assertive, and she can have another one, which is a bit more timid. Where she's like, oh no, what's happening? Ah, yeah. Like typical, like, damsel in distress type, you know.
I'll make this quick.
Oh?
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Hell yeah. Ooh, the prisoner chapter. You've seen that one. And we turn around and leave!
I'm not so sure running away is the best idea. We're not the only person stuck here. What about her?
No, we don't give a shit about her this time.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
No!
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads.
Oh
to the
goodness,
cabin.
what a coincidence. Turn around again and leave again.
Really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask, but fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Yeah.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed
No.
to wind up back at the
Can't
cabin
hear
again.
you.
What's going on? Where are we? Did we do this? Is this the end of the world? Was there ever even a world to end?
Skeptic beats skepticking. All around you is unwound, yada yada, memory returns. Distant rumbling. Undulations. Dejection. Feelers limp against your soul. Why? Long silence. A hollow heart. I don't want to see you. Depression.
You're
Oh,
on a
shit.
path in the woods. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase
she gonna be timid or is she
faintly
gonna be
illuminated by an
assertive?
unseen light. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Ooh, softly carries up the stairs. That means she's timid. When she's assertive, it'll just say regular carries up the stairs. Just her voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Hello?
Yes, hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Uh-huh. I'm just gonna go full himbo mode.
Don't be a
Hi!
stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please.
We're playing as a
come
himbo right now.
downstairs.
Apparently. I haven't done this before. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up and it isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the world. Let's try that.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
So, what? You're going to try and kill me?
Uh-oh.
You'll regret this. I promise you. But go ahead, run along and get whatever you're planning to get.
Oh, is she mad?
But you'd better hope that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Why do I get the feeling she's gonna slip the chains before we get back down there?
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
Uh-oh.
She has to be bluffing, but hurry.
Little
You
pep
rush
in the
up to
step.
the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation.
Cool.
Okay. If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all.
Cool.
You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet.
Too quiet.
Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall.
Oh,
And
bitch.
she is nowhere to be seen.
Oh, fuck. We haven't seen this before.
Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Oh, no. I am feared.
I'm in danger.
I think we got off on the wrong foot. Do you think we can start over? Yeah, it feels a bit late for that. Let's finish
Your
this.
eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she?
Is she like fucking Spider-Man hanging on the ceiling? Investigate the arm. I kind of want to investigate the arm.
As you step towards the severed limb, you hear the pattering of feet behind you, soft against the basement floor.
She's
then
making
loud
an
and
escape.
desperate against the stairs. You turn to chase after the princess, but she's fast and has too much of a lead.
Oh,
She slams the door behind her before you can make it to the top of the stairs. The
she
lock
locked me
clicks into
in.
place.
How the turntables?
No!
Thanks for letting me out. I'd return the favor, but I think we both know that I can't trust you to let me stay free. You should understand. It just isn't worth the risk.
Oh, she's turning my words back against me. Oh, she witty.
With those parting words, the princess walks away, her quiet footsteps eventually fading as she leaves you and the cabin to rot. You're stuck here, alone.
Well then.
It can't just end like this, right? As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. You don't know how much time passes before the end, but eventually it comes. The world ends, and you end with it.
Uh-huh. Oh, it's the witch.
You're on a path. in the
Ah,
woods,
that's another way to get
and
to
at
the
the end of
witch.
that path is a cabin.
Okay, so I guess
And in the
anyway you
basement of
kind
that
of
cabin
betray
is a
her.
princess.
Like, make her think that you're there to help and then either literally or metaphorically stab her in the back. Ends up with the witch. Okay. Well, then I suppose we'll just turn around and leave.
You're the boss.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Oh, the
Do you even know where
opportunist!
you're going?
I love the opportunist. No, I don't know where I'm going.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Hell yeah, I do.
That's strange.
Oh, good golly
looks like
gosh,
this
we're
path-
back at the cabin.
Also,
Turn around again and leave
really
again.
keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's remarkably selfish, if you
Yeah.
ask, but fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right.
Yeah, it's
Can
totally
you still
right.
hear me? You're supposed
You're
to.
fine.
What's going
Can't
on?
hear you.
Where
Goodbye.
are we? I like it. Seems like it's got great acoustics.
Oh my god, we really did go full himbo mode. Bro's sitting in an endless abyss void. He's like, yeah, I like it here. It's got great acoustics. World around you is unwound. Memory returns. Distant rumbling. Undulations. The feelers hold you in a gentle caress. Resignation. I cannot stop you, but our spool is nearly taut. A warning. If you come here again, we will be here forever. Acceptance. Aw, shit.
After the cabin,
Let's...
you'll find the princess.
Let's just go straight in and stab her. We haven't done that yet. Not gonna say anything, just continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Yeah, totally.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Funny you should mention that. Steel your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Slay the princess!
You lunge forward without a moment's
The
hesitation.
name of the game!
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
See, there's our feathers. We're literally like a bird person.
Oh,
I don't know why. I'm not sure there's ever any sort of explanation for that.
this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have
What
to
if we
wonder-
were the monster all along? Something Gabby Hanna, but what if I'm the monster?
Do you
That's been
actually
here all
believe
along.
this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Uh-huh.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Is it? What do we think? Is she dead? We aren't sure? Or no, that was too easy? Because in order to get the good ending, I say Good. We skedaddled on out of here. Of course it is. She's dead, and then we just hightailed it out of here. So I haven't seen what the other options are.
It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there.
What about under her skirt? That sounds creepy. I shouldn't say that.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that. You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt. But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side.
She was faking!
What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
Okay, but where was she heading at? Can I just ask?
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the
And why
effort.
did her teeth
The
suddenly
little
get so
life that
sharp?
was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
Oh, well, for even, then that's fine. That's all well and good.
See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Ah, damn. The razor. We haven't seen the razor.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
And unfortunately, we're not going to see the razor. Turn around and leave.
Away we go. Good call.
Voice of the cheated.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
No. Still don't.
Fine.
No.
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path...
Oh, goodness. Well, we'll just have to
You're
turn around
really
and leave
keen on
again.
wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Wasting everybody's
So fine.
time.
You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed
Nope,
to wind
can't
up
hear
back at
you.
the cabin again.
Oh, you're getting
what's
too
going
far
on?
away, bestie. I
Where
can't
are
hear you.
That son of a bitch flipped over the table, didn't he?
Wow, that's $1 for the swear jar. World around you is unwound, yada yada, memory returns, distant rumbling, undulations. Ugh. Oblivion. The many feelers pull your shape into something formless. You have made a decision. It is the wrong one. I love you. But wait, the game specifically told us at the beginning on the startup screen there are no wrong decisions. You are bliss, joy and understanding everywhere at once. Your soul threatens to fade away. I love you. You are agony, a numbing arm, a parched throat, an open wound, your soul forced back into existence. I love you. You are bliss, joy and understanding everywhere at once. Your soul threatens to fade away. I love you. Oh, is this just, oh. Exist. Okay, I guess our consciousness will fade away. Cool. Just as you once were nothing. We have become nothing. Glad that wasn't the first ending I got. Y'all are probably very confused. It makes a lot more sense having already played through the game the first time and really understanding the gist of it. I feel like this ending is similar to the types of games where, like, opening cutscene, you arrive in a car, you step out, and then you have the whole game in front of you. and then you just get back in the car, turn around, and drive off. That's kind of what this ending sort of is, in a way.